My name is Bradshaw, and I'm an oil and encaustic artist from Saskatoon. I work full-time, and this is my studio. I usually start with an under drawing, so I can see that drawing through the clear medium. Encaustic is actually an ancient technique, and it's funny, most people haven't heard of it. It stems from actually 1000 BC with the ancient Romans. It was the very first painting medium. It was used for a certain period of time, but once other art mediums came into being, it fell out of favor. And it wasn't really until the 60s, American pop artist Jasper Johns started experimenting with it, and then it's just become more popular since then. So encaustic is made from beeswax, and there's also Damar resin added to it to make it harder and more resilient, because beeswax alone would be too soft to work with. And then from there it's colored with oil paint or dry pigments, and the paints are actually melted on a griddle, and from there I use brushes and palette knives to apply the paint while it's molten to a rigid surface. So for this section now I'm going to use my heat gun. The critical point is to fuse those layers. So I either use a heat gun or a blowtorch to melt the wax, and so that the layers fuse to the surface and then they fuse to each other. So in the end, the layers are all fused together and they're permanent. As a child, I loved to draw, and I always believed that there was an artist inside me. I ended up going to university, getting my education degree, and I taught phys ed for several years, but I knew there was something missing. So about halfway through my career, I decided to go back to school, and I got my BFA. And so for the last 10 years of my teaching career, I taught art. So it was a huge shift. Lots of people were wondering what I was doing, including me, but I've never looked back. It's been the best change for me. So I'm trying to create the movement pattern that I see in the sky, the energy. People often ask me whether do you work from photographs, or sketches, your memory, or your imagination. And while I work from all four, I would say that I prefer to say I work from my emotion. It's very important to me that I connect emotionally to my subject matter, regardless of what it is, because that's going to come through in my painting. So it's really important for me to work quickly, intuitively, to let go and just let it happen. So certainly one of the influences for my work is my existence as a prairie girl, growing up on the prairies with this wide expanse and incredible skies. So I love the fluidity of encaustic to create the skies, work with dramatic skies, sunsets, stormy skies, it doesn't matter. It's never the same twice. And it's an endless source of inspiration for me. So certainly where I've grown up has been a big influence on my art. I just feel very fortunate to have gone down this road, and especially the last 2 years, my exposure has really grown. I've shown in solo and group shows across Canada with the Canadian Federation of Artists in Vancouver and in Toronto. I have my work in several galleries across Canada. It's given me opportunities for travel as well. 2 years ago, I went to the International Encaustic Conference in Provincetown, Massachusetts. It's the first time that I actually really met any other encaustic artists after 13 years of working with it. How has art influenced my life? Just in so many ways. It's helped me become the person that I was meant to be. It's been inside me, and it's been such a joy to find that and to discover that. So it's about being, the best version of myself and really fulfilling a dream and something that I just felt compelled to do. If you have a passion for something, you pursue it. It's like anything else. It's not just art, but there has to be that passion for it. You've got to put in the time. It's about practice. Lots of people think that, you're born with that artistic ability and there's really nothing I can do. But artistic ability is learned. With practice and hard work, anyone can do it.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Max TV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sastel.com.